I'll throw a couple.
Yeah, there you go.
In your time in the NHL, and I'm going to go back to even when you played. How different
1983.
are back-to-back road games? I mean, it seems to me sometimes teams are better on the second half of a back.
You know how different they are? So you play a back-to-back road game, you'd go out, and you'd have to find something to eat after, and you try to go back to your hotel and get to sleep and get ready for the 6:30 bus that comes in the morning to pick you up, to take you to the airport, the hotel shuttle van that would take you to the airport, and you get on a commercial flight, and you get there, have to skate or go to the rink. Your gear would still be all wet, and you try to go out and find yourself a pregame meal, because there wasn't pregame meals then, and so you try to go back to your room. You ever see Slapshot, where Paul Newman goes back and lays in his thing and puts a towel on his head? That's about what it was. And then you show up the next day and play, and you're tired. Now, guys have something to eat, a milkshake or a pizza right after they get off the ice. They get a nice luxury coach bus to the charter plane to get in here, that they got food on the plane. They get in their nice, comfy, brand new bed at a brand new hotel, and they have a nice sleep in the morning, big pregame meal, nice rest in the afternoon. They show up there, got full of energy at night. So it's different. It's a lot better now, put it that way. No. I would agree with you in the fact that there's some times when I think your team, they just show up and they just play the second night, and it's like, just leave it all in the tank because you're not playing the next day after that, so they can play well.
And nobody had the walk of shame wearing the same suit that they had on for the game the next morning? No comment on that?
No comment on that, yeah. The 6-day road trip, and you got guys with a little backpack with them. There's a couple guys used to have the toothbrush in their suit pocket. It's different now.
Dave, when you're facing a team that got beat as badly as the Devils got beat last night, is there a danger in there that you're kind of facing a wounded animal and you got to go out there?
I don't know if I look at so much last night. You look at a little bit their history, what they've been doing here. Like they won a game in Winnipeg, I think. So they're, but you get into these situations, it's like you're so encompassed in what your team's doing. We'll go through some pre-scout and some structure of them, but we got, you're trying to make sure we're maximizing our players, and you understand what they have and what they've done, and you try to, like what I'll try to do is understand their mindset and coach our guys or prepare our guys for what we have to do, but always conscious of what the mindset of the other team might be. But I'll build that into how we want to play.
It looks and sounds like you're going to have a couple additions into the lineup in Sheahan and Archibald. I mean, yeah. What are you expecting from those guys, given that they have been off for a long time, and how can they kind of transform the bottom?
Good veteran NHL guys who know how to play the situation are very willing to accept the role that we've got them in. The penalty killing is something that they want to jump into, but they want to be a hard line to play against. They relish the opportunity to play against good players, try to nullify good players, and they're all still talking about they want to try to create some offense for us. So good veteran guys that are going to come in. I think both of those, Archibald and Sheehan, will come in. I expect them both to play well tonight. And like we were looking for that, we talked yesterday a little bit about the stability. They're stabilizing players in your lineup. So hopefully they can come in and give us a little juice tonight.
What are you seeing from Jack Hughes? You played one game against him, and they got 3 first overall draft picks on their team. Not many teams can say.
I watched some of them this morning. Scored a nice goal last night. Dynamic little player. Like he's young, and but he's one of those guys full of talent. Right, fun to watch.
Dave, a few weeks ago you saw this New Jersey club, and you guys, it was a pretty common theme after the game that you guys maybe not have earned that victory, but you guys came out in the win. What are you guys looking to change since your first meeting against the Devils?
I'd rather earn the victory this time. Right, we're looking to, we've been all right lately, but not as good as we needed to be. I'd like to see us play a full 60 minutes, play well, try to take some of the mistakes out of our game, try to take some of the offensive zone penalties out of our game. So we're gearing a lot of how we have to play, but you recognize your opponent. They've got some good skill. They've got some team speed. So you have to make sure that you're ready for your opponent. But I'm looking for us to have I'd like to see us have a real solid game.
What happens when you score so early in a hockey game? Is the expectation that, oh, you get another one quick to you? But when you score in the first couple of shifts, two games.
Yeah, you know what? I think.
And then lost another one.
Yeah, I think that's less today. You know, the old days in Dallas, we thought if we get up one, we just shut it right down, right? We could shut the other team down, but the league's not like that anymore. You get out and you get one, you're still going to be chances in the game. So it's great to get a lead, but you know, the other night we got a lead and we gave it back right away, and taking an offensive zone penalty, we give it right back. So there wasn't much resting on our laurels there with the early lead. So it's there's a little different mindset in it today, but I'd rather play with the lead. But that being said, it's not the be all and end all if you got to chase a game. All right.